We are seeing change. I don't want to just come to church and have a service on Sunday and have a service on Thursday. That would be easy. I understand that. But if we are going to be to all men, all things, that we might see some saved, then we're going to have to do a lot more. This is part of the sermon where you go, oh man, I wish I hadn't showed up. Everybody say, I love the preacher. This is when we dig in, and this is when we say, okay, Pastor, what would you like for me to do? This is when we dig in and we say, okay, Lord, I have heard from you and I understand what my giftings and my callings are. I don't want to use them for anything other than you. I want to use them for you first, and then after I use them for you, I want you to spread and broaden my horizons. But if we put God first, and if we become like Abraham and first things are first, then God begins to open up. So this is the part where you say, okay, Pastor, I am ready to get on board. I am ready to move with the flow. I'm ready to put God first. I'm ready to acknowledge that above everything else, God matters more than anything else. That above my career, God is first. Above my marriage, God is first. Above my relationship with my children, God is first. Above everything in my life, God becomes first. One amen. Above all, God becomes first. Above all, God becomes first. Thank you for your enthusiasm. God becomes that first thing first. The Apostle Paul had seen a vision. He's talking to the Corinth church. He says, you know what? A huge or a great door of opportunity has opened. And I realize now that the adversary is trying to stop this. There's times, and I'm sure you probably feel it, if any of you guys are in any part of the ministry here at the church, there's always going to be pressure. There's going to be that moment of just intense. And you that are called, that I have asked you to come on board and become leaders, you're going to feel this before anybody else does. And what I would say is the rest of you guys, keep not only your pastors in prayer, but keep your leaders in prayer. There's a lot of things here at Life Changers Church, kind of behind the scenes, that you guys really don't get the broad picture of or you don't see, but things that just go on all the time continuously. And it's not just Pastor Roger or Pastor Anna or Pastor Tanner or Pastor Lane. There's a lot of people involved that they make Life Changers Church what it is. And if this door is what I feel like it's going to be, man, what an awesome thing to witness. Who would have ever thunk? I'm from Oklahoma, I say thunk. Who would have ever thunk that right here in Pittsburgh, Kansas, it's already happened, that there would be an international church. You know, I got a lot of friends in Dallas. I do. I have a lot of friends in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Man, it would be a really easy thing to take international and go to Dallas or go to Oklahoma City. But I believe that God has a chosen people here that He's been speaking to for years. That you have had a vision and a promise from God of what He's going to do in your life. So He has sent us here so that we can reach the world. If you look at Pittsburgh, Kansas on the map of the United States, do you realize that we're right there in the heart? We are right there completely, right there in that heart of the United States. So if there's ever going to be a flow, it's got to come from the heart. It's got to beat. So that the flow can get out. So I thank God for you. I thank God for this day. I thank God that we get to celebrate that now. Lord, we have turned ashes into beauty. Father, that you have moved like what you have done. And with you guys here and on board, I see greater things happening. I see this door. The only way I can explain this is when I say door, and I read Isaiah 22 and 22. He says that he would give the power to Christ, which Christ has that power now and has delegated unto us, that he would open doors that no man can open, and he would shut doors that no man can shut. We're experiencing that. We're seeing that happen now.